Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? Welcome to All Things Hoops TV. Tonight, we got a special guest, my guy, Rice High School slash Seton Hall slash Duke slash Harlem. My guy, what's up, man? Yo,
Yo,
what's
yeah,
up, my boy? What's up, my boy?
it's good. It's wolfing season. It is wolfing out here.
Yo, I just had to do my own thing. I had to do my own thing real quick, man, because it was getting crazy.
Man, long as the wife says she happy, man, I'm gonna let it ride, man. I'm gonna let it
Facts,
ride.
facts. It was good with you though, man.
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling, man. Trying to stay safe, man. You know it's
Yeah,
crazy out
yeah.
here.
Nah. Definitely first and foremost, man. I'm saying to you and your family, I'm saying with everybody, saying the utmost health.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, I lost you for a second. All right, there we go.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
All right, cool. Now I was just saying, in terms of sending good vibes your way to you and your family, making sure everybody healthy, safe, and all of that in this whole, this these crazy times, man. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
definitely, man. Same to you, man. Same to you, man. I ain't see you in years, man. I see you
Nah,
doing
nah,
it, man. Well,
I'm
keep it
trying, man.
going.
Y'all keeping me alive, man.
Nah, man, keep it going, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, definitely.
Definitely, man. First and foremost, man, thank you for taking the time out of your schedule, man. You know what I'm saying? I know you got plenty of other things you could be doing right now. Even though we in the quarantine, but what I'm saying, nonetheless, you took time out of your schedule to come kick it with me, and I appreciate that.
Oh, nah, anytime, man. Anytime, man.
But
Anytime.
yeah, first, again, well, I like to acknowledge my sponsor for this platform, this All Things Hoops platform. It's brought to you by Soul Pack.
Yes, sir.
Soul Pack, they're a bag manufacturer. They make some very good quality merchandise and whatnot. So with respect to that, they make bags too. That's their major thing. And we're gonna be giving away a bunch of bags and just a bunch of stuff, man. So definitely follow all things hoops and follow Soul Pack. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't mind, we'll get right into it.
Let's go. Let's jump in.
Word. So great, sweet man. It's a pleasure to have you. A lot of people may know you from Rice High School fame, from what I'm saying, from Seton Hall fame, from Duke University fame. What I'm saying, you got a lot of layers there. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, well, let's rewind a little bit with
Yeah,
respect to your
first and foremost, man, it started
yeah.
at Millbank. It started at
Oh,
Millbank, man. Before all the, it
uh,
started at Millbank, the bank, man. Wayne Banner, shout out to Wayne Banner.
oh man,
Coach Kev, yeah, it started there. Millbank, everybody that knows.
yeah.
Before, the Riverside, the Gauchos, you had Kips Bay, you had Millbank,
Yeah.
Douglas, each one teach one.
Uh,
You had, those were the
Citywide.
walls. Citywide, you had those. Those that's where it
Yeah.
started at. It started at Millbank
Yeah,
before
yeah.
anything. Matter of fact, sure, I met you at Millbank.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We Milbank kids, man.
yeah.
That's home. That's home. So you know what I'm saying. But with respect to the where did you originally find a love for basketball? Was it earlier than Milbank or was it at Milbank?
Nah, it really. I want to say it started at Millbank. Started at Millbank. I remember my first going to my first tryout. Like I played like just like jokingly like my pops was like, "Yo, you got to go to Millbank. Like this, just
Yeah,
go and see what it's about."
yeah,
And I sucked, but I was like, man, just let it let it ride. Let's let it ride,
right.
see what it do. But my mom's also
Yeah.
like a lot of people don't know. Shout out to my mom. She's a Harlem Rucker Hall of Famer.
Wow.
She's one of the original chicks that play ball. Like you know what I mean, she's the one that put the ball in my hand and shit, the whole family hands. You know what I mean? My brother, my sister, and kind of guided us on what we need to do.
Yeah. So she was the person that kind of guided you in terms of finding that passion for
Yeah.
basketball.
Oh, definitely, definitely. It was her and my uncles. I mean, my uncles used to take me out on like Saturday mornings just to go hoop, do whatever. But my mom's, man, like all this, the hoop and everything. That's is thank
Yeah.
the Lord for my mom's, man.
Yeah, you know what? A lot of people have that story. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, even if if a person pops us in the picture, like he could be the most gangster personalities, but yo, my mom's is the one that really, you know what I'm saying, held it down. Like, a
Oh,
lot of people had that story. So,
definitely, definitely. I mean, my pops was in the picture, but my mom's
right.
did everything. You know what I mean?
Nah,
But
nah, of course.
yeah,
Salute, man. Shout out to your moms and all the other black queens out there taking care of business, man.
definitely, definitely.
So you started going to Millbank, and in terms of like playing, playing with the in-house tournaments and things like
Yes,
that.
study now, play later.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out to
that.
Pete Mully. Pete Mully on the check-in.
Oh, and now
Pete,
P Belly's my dude. Like, it's
yeah,
just a
yeah,
funny story. Like, I was on the east side. I moved to the west side. So the first person I meet on the west side is Roscoe,
yeah.
my guy from forever.
Shout
So
out to
Roscoe used to
Roscoe.
tell me like, "Yo, come to PAL." Used to be the PAL on 123rd Street on Saturday mornings.
Yeah,
So I will go over there, go hoop over there, and then I'm like, all right, now I got to go to state now, play later. So I would go from PAL, and we would head over, it's on the west side, head east, stop by Pete Mulligan house because Pete had the brownstone.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
we would go there, play Street Fighter, all that, and then head
Mhm.
over to state now, play later. But Pete, that's my guy.
Well, that's another Millbank, a Millbank kid, man. You know what I'm saying? Where they nurtured everybody in Millbank, man. And in retrospect, when you look back on it, a lot of those kids back then that went to Millbank actually grew up to be, what I'm saying, really responsible and, what I'm saying, really did some good things, and you included. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, just not even with the basketball thing. Like
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
already know, like from hip hop, from everybody. Like if you was in Harlem, you passed through Millbank. You know what I mean? Them summer
Right,
camps and
right.
everything, you passed through it.
You had to, you had to.
You had to.
Junior Rucker, Junior Rucker
Junior
basketball.
Rucker, yeah.
Yeah,
Was
yeah,
Edgecombe home Rucker,
yeah, yeah,
145th,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
The baby Rucker,
Yeah, yeah. They had some at Millbank, some on 4th, 5th. But
yeah.
you had to get there before you could play with the big boys. You had to play. You had to
You
play
had to
there.
go through. But those were the wars right there. That's I mean that that built everything. Those summer games, man. Them Gaucho Riverside games.
Right, right, right.
Those they built everything right there.
875. You heard definitely.
875. Just say no.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout out to my guy Young Sap in the building too.
Oh yeah,
But
that's the bro right there. My
yeah,
man
yeah,
Sat.
yeah. But yo, in terms of your development, you know what I'm saying? You said that you sucked at basketball at first. At what point you know what I'm saying, did it start to click? At what age did you say, all right, well, maybe I got something here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep going and see where this can take me.
Well, I want to say I never really like I played and I just I mean just kept working on it. I want to say about fourth grade, it kind of clicked.
Yeah.
I was playing with the Gauchos. Had that Gaucho bag, so I was feeling some
you,
confidence with myself right there.
you had that
And
stamp. You had that
I
stamp
had
of
that, I had
approval.
that stamp. I had them Gaucho shorts,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
one
yeah.
with the white with the orange and black trim on
Oh,
the side.
the
That means
tiger,
you
the
really
tiger stripe
the
joint.
tiger stripe ones.
I
Yeah, so
thought
that
only
means you.
Dre
Yeah.
Barrett had a pair of those.
Oh yeah.
Only 10 people had a pair of those ever.
That was my stamp. That was my
Nah,
stamp.
nah.
But I wanted fifth grade. We had I was in elementary school and there was like a I want to say students versus parents game.
Okay.
And I was on punishment that year. I did something crazy. And I remember I cooked my pops. I had like 45 in the game. And we won. And I
Ain't it
came
double?
home and my mom's was like, oh yeah, he's off of punishment. Like, yo. Like give him his Genesis back. He's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
And that
He
kind of
just
like,
dropped 45 on you.
yeah,
Give him
that
his
kind of
Genesis
like
back.
gave me like that, like, all right, you know what? I might be able to do something with that.
Right, right. Nah, of course, man. So early on, it was the chose. It wasn't the church. It was the chose.
No, see, that's the misconception. Everybody knows that. Like I play with Riverside.
Yeah.
I play with the Chos. Me, Dre Barrett. I met Dre when I was, I want to say 9, 10 years old. I
Mm,
had played the summer before with Wayne Band at Gaucho. He brought me over from Milbank. I played Banner left and went to Riverside, but I stayed with the Chos.
yeah.
Dre came over. We played together, and we had a nice run with the Chos. People forget that we had a summer. It was me, Dre. Shout out to Ed Turkerson. We
Um.
had a couple of dudes, and we ran through Riverside.
Mm,
We ran through Riverside and Brook and BQE. People forget Riverside had BQE also. We ran through both of them.
yeah.
We went through them so bad that they combined their teams.
Word. Banner. P. Mully said Banner took you and Taven.
Yeah, he took,
Word. Word.
and then when he left again,
And
Taven
Elton.
went with him to Riverside. Yeah, but they left. They went to Riverside.
Oh
Dave
yeah, yeah,
Jones
yeah,
was
yeah. Right, right, right.
Dave
Remember him?
Jones was like, "Yo, now you staying with me."
Right, right,
He
right,
carried me
right.
over there, but we ran through Riverside, and they combined the teams. So people forget that it used to be Riverside. They had Riverside A, Riverside B, and they had BQE.
BQ
Well,
Express. Yeah,
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 BQ Express. Well, Omar was playing with BQE.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We ran through Riverside, and then they combined the teams.
they
Yeah,
cheated. They
they
stacked the
cheated.
deck.
Oh, they stacked the deck heavy.
Hey, all y'all Riverside heads, man. Y'all hear this, man? Yeah, my man Sweet said we ran through Riverside. Right? That verbatim. That's what you said.
As
We ran through Riverside.
If Kyle's on it, he know he better vouch. Kyle Cuff know. He had the little shorts with the big goggles. You remember?
Yeah, yeah, no
They
doubt,
went
no
and they
doubt.
had OC, Mike Boynton,
So let
all
me
of
let
them.
me ask let me ask you this, because I mean you played both, you played both sides of the coin. You played Gauchos and you played Riverside.
Yeah.
Now, can you tell the people exactly, because a lot of people didn't grow up, in the time that we grew up. But can you tell the people a little bit about what kind of stamp, what I'm saying, that of approval that meant for your game to actually have be on a Riverside squad where, not even just even having the bag alone, or some gaucho shorts and actually, playing for those organizations. What kind of pride and what kind of what did it do for your development?
It did a lot. It did a lot. And for that, the competition part. I mean, like I think now the competition part is kind of a little softer. Well, it's a lot softer than what it was. The
Absolutely.
competition, like we knew in the tournament, yo, we got to go through them.
Yeah.
They knew in the tournament they got to go through us. I mean, it's more it's different now. I mean, like, but that competition, like, that's something
Yeah.
that it really like pushed and brought out.
There was only a couple of squads that I'm
And it
saying
was
that.
only a couple squads legitly that if you was on that squad that you was traveling and you was doing,
Right,
you was
right,
gonna go places. Like now it's like every time Dick and Harry got a team.
right, right.
So
And
you had to put that work in to make those squads. And if you didn't hold your weight, there was another wave coming in right behind you.
right, absolutely. Now, what, like in terms of in terms of owning your owning your weight, and playing your game and whatnot with respects to those organizations, like, do you have any like real fond memories? Like, what kind of like shout some people out that used to play, with you at Gauchos or at Riverside, and
So I go
like,
down. It's a list. First, I'm gonna start out. I'm gonna start with my brother Dre Barrett. That's my brother to this day. Obviously, Rice High School,
yeah,
Seton
yeah,
Hall.
yeah. We're gonna get into that. We're
Yeah,
gonna get into that.
that's the brother. You got Cal Cuff, my brother. Zach Williams, Omar Cup. Um, Showtime, Daryl Hill. We played together at
Daryl, yeah,
Gauchos.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Um, Tape Seal, that's my guy. I haven't seen him in years, but Tape Seals was one of the nicest 10-year-olds I
Yeah,
ever met.
he on Instagram and all of that.
Yeah, but he
Yeah,
was nice. Like,
yeah, he was nice.
man, he was nice. You know, obviously Pete Mully. Shoot,
Yeah,
man, I don't
yeah.
want to forget
The
nobody.
list
Yeah,
goes
I
on
don't
and
want to
on.
forget nobody. I don't want nobody to be like, yo.
Nah, 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 nah. The
The
list goes on and on.
list goes on. The list goes on. Shit, A Butter. Shit, A Butter. A Gauchos. It goes on. It
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
on.
yeah. Just look up at the the pictures all along the walls and gauchos. That place is a legendary place, as is Riverside.
Yeah,
So you had to been something to actually make those squads and stay on those squads.
and stay on those squad. That's the thing. You could make it, but you wasn't guaranteed. I don't know. People remember when the Gauchos used to have those tryouts in the newspapers.
Yeah,
You have to post
yeah.
in the newspaper. It'd be like 500, 600 kids in
Yo,
the gym trying
yo,
to get them spots.
and there's like two spots open, and there's
And
600 people
it's
doing
only it's only two spots open.
there's two spots open, 600 kids doing monkey drills, and everybody, and they dropping off 5 by 5, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Well,
that
they just walking off the court like, yo, it's over. I can't do
I'm
it.
not. Yeah, I'm not built for this.
Now, in terms of Rice High School now, like, where did that come into play, and how did how did you select that high school to go to?
I snuck in the back door. I'll be honest, I snuck in the back door. I was going to LaSalle actually. I
Uh,
was going to go. I was going to go to LaSalle. I had LaSalle, Rice, and then in junior high school I went to a gifted school, like a real gifted school. So I got accepted to like Brooklyn Tech and LaGuardia,
okay, okay,
but I wanted to play ball, so
right.
I knew that's out the picture. So I was gonna go to LaSalle with Coach Bruno. I remember I went to a practice. Ron Artez, shout out to Ron, that's my bro. He got mad one day, like he didn't want to practice,
Yeah,
and the coach was like, "Nah, you got to practice." So he went and broke the backboard. I was like, "Yo, this is crazy, right here."
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but Rice, I mean, like, I snuck in the back door the day of. I was going with sign. I was like, "I'm not going downtown. That's too far." Rice High School is right up the block. Let's make that. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, and the rest was history. But now, in terms of some of the, like, when you came, your first day that you stepped on on Rice campus, so to speak, was it already did you play freshman ball, JV, or was it like did you go straight to boss or what?
No, I play freshman. So the thing with Rice and whoever plays at Rice, no, the freshman team is actually better than the JV team.
Mm.
So you would go play freshman, and if you was gonna go varsity, usually went from freshman to varsity. Plus, you didn't want to play JV because the coach sucked. I
Cat
mean,
Bell
so,
on the check-in. Cat Bell on the check-in.
Bell, no. You would go to you wanted to play you play freshman with your boys anyway,
Right.
and if you was you were gonna make that move, you did freshman, then you went varsity, which is what I did. Play freshman year, killed. We lost to who we lost to in the playoffs. We lost to, I think, Christ the King. We had no guard play, like no real like we had guards, but we didn't have no point guard play.
Right.
That it killed us. But yeah, freshman, and then went to varsity my sophomore year.
All right. You played freshman year. Who's on that squad? Do you remember?
Yeah, yeah. We had it was me, Cal Cuff, um, Guy Saunders, Gary little brother. We had my boy Mike Drayton. We have Mike Fields.
Mm.
We had we had a bunch of it was fun.
Yeah,
At the
yeah,
say the
yeah,
least, it was fun.
yeah. Now, were you guys really, when you think about freshman ball, you think about having fun, right? You think about just kind of getting out there. But how serious did you guys take those games and what I'm saying, and practices, and were you really like taking it really serious where you guys would get into scuffles at practice and whatnot, just kind of just trying to compete with each other?
Well, Well, anybody know me? You already know I get down. Like it is what it is. I'm gonna get down. Like that's what it is. So
That's how you
far as
play anyway.
any how I play, and I'm with it. Like if you want to take it any way you want to take it, I'm with it. That's just who I am. So it was never really like we competed. We
Yeah,
played hard, but it was always respect. Like like we gonna
yeah,
go hard. We gonna work hard, and always have my eyes on what it is. Like what I'm trying to do with it.
right, right,
And I would say that year I had a better understanding of Cal Cup that year because we both came in and we were kind of rivals at the time. Like
right.
you know what I mean? Like he's playing Riverside, I'm playing with Gauchos,
Yeah, you
but
see him around, you know who he is, and
I know who he is, but I don't really bang with him like that because he on the other side. But you know what I mean? We
yeah,
in the
this
school
basketball
together.
is serious, man.
Yeah, like you know what I mean? Like this is real like
Yeah,
competition. Like so when like I'm with him and we playing it, we practice, we working out against each other. I'm like, all right, like he's a cool dude, like
right, right.
and and we both had the eye on the prize also. So it was like, all right, we gonna do this together. We gonna work in and we gonna make each other better.
Nah, of course, that's how you got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody make each other better, and at the end of the day, y'all gotta a powerhouse. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Where
no,
everybody, there's no weak link.
no weak link.
Nah, but in terms of if you think back to your time at Rice, right? Specifically, you winning 2 city and state championships, going to 3, but winning 2, correct?
Yeah, we won. Yeah, my sophomore, my junior year, lost the city trip my senior year.
Right, right. So just thinking back to all of the teammates and all of the battles that you guys had in that little gym. You know what I'm saying? What kind of legendary you know what I'm saying? Like just think about your teammates that you ran through. I mean that you just been playing with the whole time at Rice.
Yeah.
Um, how did it like looking back on it? How do you feel playing with all of those legendary players? You know what I'm saying? Like the Ken, the Dre Barretts and the Sats and the
Oh, no, it was great. It was great. I think a lot of the time also like for Rice, I know like what my team like the best experience I would say is my junior year. My junior year when we won the chip, and that's probably I want to say one of the best teams I played against, I played with, other than
right,
I played with Duke and stuff like that. But that
right, right,
team, we knew that we was going to be a great team from playing against the seniors last year, the year before, and they, essentially won the chip with Glover and all of them. We
yeah,
knew that next year that it was, we were gonna catch a wreck
right,
because during those practice we used to scrimmage each other on Saturday and Sundays in practice. It'd be the underclassmen versus the upperclassmen.
mm, tough,
So obviously I'm guarding Glover, and at the time I'm looking like shit. If I could guard this dude and I'm holding my own with this dude,
yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna be alright. Like and this is
right,
Glover when Glover had the 40-inch vert, like when he was dunking on everybody. Everybody
yeah,
know
yeah, yeah,
the Cock Diesel Glover. I'm talking about the Glover where he was catching lobs and off the top of the backboard, like,
yeah.
and I was holding my own. I was like, yo, like, if I'm gonna hold my own against this dude, we gonna be alright. Like, I'm gonna be alright, and we gonna be alright.
Nah, shout out to Ant Glove, man. We just had him up here the other day and kicked it with him. So I'm saying, definitely a great dude, man.
But he made it. I hope he made a shout out to Khadija. That's his lady. Khadija, she was the one that made sure he went to school and got them grades.
Uh,
She held him down.
tough. That's like what we were talking about earlier. You know what I'm saying? The woman is in the background, the person that's holding everything together, man. So definitely shout out to him and his lady and whatnot. Um, but
Yeah.
but yeah, man, you guys had a legendary legendary run. You got a couple of state titles to under your belt. Um, and you know what I'm saying? At what point did the colleges start to take interest?
So, like I'm going back to fifth grade. Fifth grade going to sixth grade, we went to camp at UMass. Kyle Party's at UMass. Kyle Party sent me my first college letter handwritten.
Mm.
That kind of like gave me like an idea, like I might be able to take this to go to college,
Right,
get a
right.
scholarship. Handwritten. This is I want to say this is when UMass is making that jump. We count on they got Canby and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Expedia and all of them. They
Got
making
big,
that.
so
Yeah. So when he wrote that letter handwritten, I hope my mom's kept it. I kept that letter as like you know, throughout the times where, you go through situations where, like, I don't know, this shit's gonna work out.
right.
I look at that letter like, it will work out.
Yeah. I'm gonna
This
make it work
dude,
out.
I'm gonna make it work out. And this dude, like, kind of gave me, like, the confidence, like, yo, like, I could really do
Yeah,
something
yeah,
with it.
yeah. Now, definitely, 'cause that them letters for our era, it was like everything. You know what I'm saying? Just getting acknowledged, and getting those college letters. It was crazy just to again to be acknowledged for your craft.
Yeah,
And
I used to get my letters from Rice, come back to 16th from Manhattan Ave, be right on the block. My boy, one of my best friends, my man Steve, his pops had the game room right on the corner. I don't remember. There was a game room right on the corner, 16th and Manhattan Ave.
okay,
He was at the game. I used to just come there every day after practice working out with boxes of letters and just be like,
yeah,
yo, help me go through them.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then I'm
yeah,
like, yo, if it's not handwritten, throw them shits in the trash.
yeah. Yo, you crazy, man. You spoiled. You were spoiled at that time.
Yeah, but I learned from my predecessors, like, yo,
Nah, of course.
if it ain't handwritten by a
Yeah,
coach or you
they
don't,
ain't serious.
it ain't serious. It's just the shit that they print out in the system and goes out to every time Dick and Harry.
Nah, facts. That's a fact, man. But what other schools? Obviously we know. If you're gonna get into what school you obviously selected, but in terms of what schools are really interested in your services.
I'm gonna start off with the first. Cincinnati was first. When Cincinnati got sat, they were looking at sat. They saw me,
Yeah,
and they wanted to like. I wanted to go to Cincinnati. Like those were my kind of dudes. Like they scrap,
yeah,
they get after it.
yeah, yeah.
Coach, eh, Huggins, he reminded me
Huggins,
of
yeah.
Dave. Yeah, Huggins, he reminded me of Dave Jones from Gauchos. Like one
Right,
of them screen get in your
right, right.
face. Like so, I was already with it.
Dave ain't fucking around.
Nah, he didn't. He ain't fucking
Yeah,
around at all. But I was with it. I was like, yo, I want to go there. What happened was Huggins called my house. He spoke to my mom's, and they had a conversation. And then the conversation spun where my mom's asking him about school and shit,
yeah,
like education.
yeah, yeah.
And it was like, yo, if you want to take advantage of it. And my mom's was like, yeah, that's not gonna work. She's like, that's not gonna work. We're gonna cross that school out.
Right,
That's
right.
not yeah, that's not a school. I wanted Miami was interested.
Mm,
Someone took the scholarship. Like they had an offer. Someone took the scholarship, and I lost out on that scholarship. I would have went to Miami early. Like I would have picked my school early. Like I'd have went into my senior year knowing I was going to Miami if they
right.
didn't pull a scholarship.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Yo, sweet. All right. So I don't know if you remember this, right? I don't know if it was maybe 98, 97, 98. I always tease you about this too, right? So 97, 98 Eastern Invitational basketball camp, right? That was one of the
That was
that,
one of the
that was
premier.
one of the premier camps to go to, along with like Five Star and obviously ABCD and Nike or whatnot. But I had known you, but I didn't really know you like that, right?
Yeah.
And now we actually, I don't know if you remember, but my team at Eastern Invitational, we faced y'all in the chip, and you know what I'm saying? Like I was guarding you,
Uh oh.
and
Uh oh.
I was like, listen, I'm not letting this guy. Yo, I was like, I was all over you. I was like playing you 94 feet. Like, yo, you was like, yo, who that? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, fuck, get off me, man. Like, but I was like, yo, I couldn't impact the game offensively myself because we had a couple cats like Danny Walker. I don't know if you remember him from Long Island.
Yeah.
We had a couple other cats that was getting that was offensive dudes. So I was like, yo, I gotta impact the game somehow. So I was on you like white on rice, like you know what I'm saying. You was like, yo, back up off me, man. Like you know what I'm saying. From there, I was like, yo, that dude sweet don't like me.
Oh nah,
He don't
man.
like
Look,
me.
look.
Nah, but
A lot of people, man. Like a lot of dudes. Like I mean, like it's when you competing, man.
nah,
Like
yeah, it was
it's.
competition.
I'll tell you, I'm two different people. If I'm on the court, I'm trying to kill you.
Yeah, I
It's
ain't
just
like
what
you
it
either. I
is.
ain't like you either. Sweet, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Until after the game either.
yeah. I mean,
But
I might have hit you with a couple elbows. You might
yeah,
like,
yeah,
yo,
I
it's,
caught a couple
yeah.
of those. I caught a couple of those. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, it's. I mean, like
But
on the court, it's just that's just what it is. I
but
mean,
you know
like
what was
if
funny
I'm on the
was
court, I want to kill my mom. Is she on the
yeah,
court with
yeah,
me?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to destroy my mom's. Like it's
Word.
just that's just how I'm built.
That's a fact. Now, but in terms of the first time I had told I was just playing like joking around with you, like, yeah, I locked you up at Eastern. You was like you said something like, yeah, that you helped me solidify Duke. I was like, yo, this dude going to Duke? Oh man. But now but so when did Duke actually get into the picture, man?
So my senior year is a Christmas tournament, and it's a Christmas tournament in North Carolina, and we're playing against Chris Duhon's team in like the first round. I think we're like ranked something, and they're ranked like something in the country, and then they had dudes like 6'10", 6'11" dudes on their team, and they was Chris was cooking us. Chris was
Yeah,
cooking us. I'm like, who is this dude that they said, oh, this is the dude going to Duke? I'm like, oh, like, first of all, I'm from the hood. Duke is not on my radar. I don't even like the
right,
way I'm built, where I'm from. Duke
right,
is
right,
not on
right.
my radar.
It
Not an
didn't even. It
idea.
didn't even. It didn't
It's
even.
not.
It wasn't even your style at that
It's
point.
not, and it's not my style. It's not even a thought process. Duke, nah, I'm not all American. One, and the way I play, where I'm from, is just not. That's not in the vision.
Right.
So Chris killed. He had like 30 in the first half. Killed.
Mm.
Mo like, yo, get him. And at the time when I was small or whatever, I guarded whoever.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. I guarded whoever. Yeah, like I think he finished with 34 that game. And that game I had like I want to say I had like 24 or 22, some crazy shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And he was like,
That's
yo,
tough.
who's that dude? And then I had the 6'10" dudes, 6'11" dudes that were Division One players. They were scared of me. Cause you already know. I don't like I said, like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm on the court. I'm with the shits. And if you want to
Oh.
go off the courts, I'm with the shits. Like that's just what it is. And he took a liking. Like he looked like,
Yeah.
yo, that
He's a dog.
he's a dog. He's a dog. And then he looked. Then the next game, I had like 24 and 18. And he was just like, yo, started like following me from like he looked at the other stats from high school, and then he started like really like, yo, he's a dog. I like him. I want him. So I didn't get recruited by nobody else. Coach K recruited me.
Mm.
Coach K came to my hood, walked the streets with me, and that's how I ended up going to Duke. Because at the time when it got out that Duke they were interested in me, then every time Dick and Harry came back. Like,
Mm.
yo, I had Kentucky calling me. I had Miami all of a sudden got a scholarship for me now. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean?
They up in
But
the ante now that they see Coach K.
they saw Coach
Now, but
K.
you
They're
had
like,
Coach K in the hood though.
Yeah, like my
Right.
thing was like, first of all, like I said, I'm from the hood. So, and tell me, who was the last player from Duke that came from New York City
Word.
prior to me?
Right.
25 years before that.
That's a fact.
And that's not even saying that if he's from the hood or not. He just could have been from the
Nah, nah, of course.
city. So I'm like, if, just to prove that this is legit, like, yo, like, come see how I live, see what it is.
Mm. That's
And it
dope.
came. It came. I can't front on it. And to this day, if I called him for anything, coach pick up his phone. Forever coach.
Yeah.
Forever coach.
All right. So now that you got Duke on your radar. You're a high school kid. As soon as you hear Duke, what was it like, yo, automatically like, yo, that I'm going. You know what I'm
No.
saying? I ain't got to think about nothing else. I
No.
don't care what they talking about. If they got a scholarship for me, I'm going. Or did you consider other factors?
Nah. It was like, first of all, when I found out, he told Mo Hicks, and Mo told me.
Right,
I didn't even tell my moms. Because my mom's had that picture like maybe a couple years ago. She's like, yo, what if Duke called you? Like, and
right.
I'm like,
He
fuck
spoke
out.
it.
Like,
Yeah, spoke
yeah,
it
I'm
into
like, fuck out here.
existence.
What you talking about, Duke? You ain't calling me. She like, yo, you smart. Like, you doing well you do well in school. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, Duke, I ain't. Like I said, there's no other kid that you could tell me that from the city, like, they recruited from. I'm like, that's not even, like, realistic to me.
Right.
So when I found out, I hid it from her because I already knew when she found out, she's gonna go crazy. Yo, dude, oh, you going there? Like, I'm like, nah. Let me like pump the brakes and let me go through the process with them to see what it really is. So I went.
Somebody.
I took a visit there,
Yeah.
and this is the weekend Duke
Official or
played
unofficial?
official. This is January. This is like in the middle of January when they're playing St. John's.
Mm.
And at the time, this is when Eric Barkley is going through all the shit with the NCAA.
Yeah.
And this is when, I mean, the campus is beautiful. If I tell anybody about college, about Duke, Duke is like being on the NBA team. As
Mm.
far as the standpoint of facilities, how they
No,
treat
of
their
course.
players, everything is top of the line. Everything's top of the line. But when I took a visit. That it was Eric Barkley was going through the situation where he was eligible one game and not eligible one game,
Right, right,
and coach spoke up for him. Coach K like yo, let the kid play. He should be playing. And then while we was in Cameron, the crowd's going crazy. They're like booing him and saying all kind of crazy shit.
right.
And coach is like, nah, cut that. Like be respectful. And I took heed to that. I was like, yo, this like beyond all of this, like, because I met college coaches that were dicks. Like, yo, I'm this, and then
Right,
and
right,
for this dude to be arguably the greatest college coach ever, to have that like humility to him,
right,
that to me that spoke a lot to him, to who he is as a man.
right. Off top.
Off the
Right,
top, off the
right.
top, and then that's not even going into the experience being that dude and the visit. The visit was crazy. Can't go into details. I'm married. I'm happily married, but it was crazy.
shout, shout out to Dre Barrett on the check-in.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about him. He's a
Courtney
jerk.
Fields on the check-in. A lot of Rice cats on the check-in, man, today, man.
That's my Harlem brethren, man.
Yeah,
Courtney
yeah, of
Fields right
course.
there.
Who hosted you? Somebody asked who hosted you at Duke. Was it Duhon?
No, well, me and Duhan ended up being roommates. We came in together. When
Mm,
I was there, Jason Williams hosted me, but I had Chris Cowell. That's my
okay,
guy forever. So anytime I see Chris Cowell,
right.
that's always her. Is like, yo, what's good? That's family.
All right,
But
so let me
Jason
let me
Williams.
ask you this real quick. All right, so you were like somebody said in the message in the comments, you was the only Harlem dude to ever play with Duke. Now, how did that feel to grace Duke University, legendary Coach K? You know what I'm saying? You're putting on that historic Duke Blue Devil jersey. You're playing in Cameron Indoor Stadium with the Cameron Crazies. You know what I'm saying? How did that? What kind of emotions were going through your head? You know what I'm saying? How that make you feel?
First, I was honored. Like, first of all, I'm the first kid from New York City to even be considered to go to
That's
Duke.
great.
So off the rip, yeah, that guy, I hate him. Like, I hate this
He
dude.
said,
Yeah, I hate this dude.
yeah,
But I mean, it was an honor. I mean, I
yeah,
went from legendary Rice High School to legendary Duke, so
right, right, right.
it was honor. I mean, like I wasn't too like overwhelmed or anything, but I was like, yo, wow, I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here. Like in my wildest dreams, you couldn't tell me that I was going to Duke University.
And for some of the people listening, this is the Duke University with Jay Williams, Shane Battier, Mike
Yeah, I
Dunleavy,
won a
Carlos
championship
Boozer.
my freshman year. I won a championship with on that team. I was Mike Dunleavy, Dante Jones was sitting out. Shout out to Dante. That was my guy. Between him and Duhan,
Yeah.
and even Shane. Shane took me under his arm. If anybody that watched me when I went to Seton Hall, I was really starting to take. I was taking those charges. I knew how to take a charge
Mm.
from watching him
Word, word. That's the
and
the
learn
charge
yeah
taker.
and learning from him.
Right.
I had Boozer there. Carlos Boozer was there. Shit. It was loaded. It was a
That's
loaded
dope.
team.
That's dope, man. So, all right. So now, in terms of Duke, obviously, for whatever reasons, we don't even have to get into that, into that aspect if you don't want to. But
Nah, I'm sure I'm
you end up
37. I'm gonna
leaving
be
Duke.
38. I'm 37, 38. And I tell anybody when you go to college, like, and I learned firsthand. This was my introduction to the difference in education from black communities to
Right.
this. This was
It
like
was
I
riveting.
understood like yeah like when people want to talk about there's a difference in education quality in the black community to the white community, yes there is,
Right.
and I learned that firsthand.
But let me ask you this though, like a lot of schools, right? A lot of schools, they usually, they have a situation where a lot of the athletes get, they don't even have to go to class, or they don't, you know what I'm saying?
No, no,
Is
no,
that a
no, no.
misconception,
That
especially at Duke?
that's a hella misconception.
So you had to,
That
you had to,
I was there for hours. Chris Duhon was right next to me for hours. Shit, Dante Jones transfer from Rutgers. He was down there. He was in study hall with us for hours.
right,
Like,
right,
I mean, some schools are like that.
right,
Like, that's what it is. Some schools are like that. I'm not gonna sit here and lie.
right, 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 right.
But
But
you
that
go to
wasn't,
Duke.
that
Nah,
wasn't
nah,
it.
nah. That wasn't it.
All right, so now you know what I'm saying, you leave Duke, you transfer over to Seton Hall. Now, I know that Barrett was there at the time. How much of an influence did Dre have in you selecting Seton Hall as your next destination?
Oh, it was a huge impact. It was a huge impact. Like I hate you. I hate Dre. I hate
Dre,
him.
yo, Dre,
Yeah, I know he's killing
born
me
and
right
raised.
now. So when I get off, I'm gonna talk to him personally. I hate him, but yeah, he had a huge impact. I played with me and Barry go back since we were nine,
Eight,
10
yeah,
years
eight,
old.
9 years old, right?
We played
Right,
together at Gauchos. We played together in Riverside, and not only did we play together, our families were close. We hung like it wasn't like you get people like oh we play together, we play ball together,
right,
that's it.
right. Now
Like we
this,
hung
yeah,
out together,
now this
like
my brother for real, for real.
yeah, that's like we went to Rice High School together. We went to Rice parties together. Yo, I ain't going in until you get in. Let's do
Right,
this.
right.
Like you know what I mean? Like so when I was coming back, Mo told me like your Dre thinking about. He was thinking about leaving anyway. He was thinking about thinking about going to UCLA at the time
Uh,
because Amica left. So I got word. We spoke. Yo, you
Come
stay.
through.
Yeah, yeah. What it is? You stay. I'm here. Let's do this.
Yeah. Now and going to Seton Hall, I mean, obviously it's closer to home. You know, your parents and whatnot, your family can come to games now. You know, a little easier. Was that a factor in you deciding to go to Seton Hall, or was it
That
like did you just want to transfer, you know, out of there and wherever you end up? It didn't even necessarily have to be close to home. It could
no,
be anywhere.
the intention was to come close to home.
Okay.
You don't leave Duke
Right,
to
right,
go. You know what I mean? Like area. The intention is to get close to home, get somewhere where you can still do what you need to do, and your family can support you. I was used to
right,
my family come to all my games.
right,
My
right,
brother, my sister, my pops, my mom's always at my games
right.
from when I was little. It changed that Duke. Obviously, I'm in another location, and then just the traveling. We ain't got no bread like that. This is before the
Right.
flights is 90. You
Yeah,
can get
yeah,
a flight for
yeah,
$99.
yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was a huge impact.
Nah, of course. And just kind of, can you elaborate on, you know what I'm saying, I mean, you play fairly well. You play fairly well. Just upon walking in or stepping on campus at Seton Hall, was it just like a better situation for you, like in terms of the whole environment, in
Oh,
terms
it
of
was. I'm not gonna say the environment. It was way more comfortable
did you
for me.
get like more? I mean, did you get more playing time? Was it more shots available
Well,
for
at the
you?
time before when I got suspended, I got suspended. I do. At the time, but I got suspended, I was starting to play more anyway. So at the time, I went from maybe playing like 5, 6 minutes when the game was out of line in the
Right, right,
beginning until the time that I was playing, I was starting to get legit 14, 15, 18 minutes through the course of the game, not like at the end of the time. So it
right,
wasn't,
right,
you know what I mean, the far as the hooping part because I knew that eventually I would be able to play.
right, right,
But as far as the being comfortable, family, it
right.
was a struggle. College is a struggle. Like,
Yeah.
like you ain't got no like these tools. You ain't got no money. It was a struggle. It was a burden on me asking my mom for some bread to
Nah,
send
of
me
course.
some bread. But she got two other kids to take
Yeah.
care of at home, and she gotta make sure she maintained bills. It was a struggle. And then I get to see halls closer. She could drive to the games.
Right, right.
Everybody could be there. And then when I stepped on campus, I had my boy Rob. Shout out to my man Rob. I knew Rob because he was always with Dre since we were like 9 years old. Then my man Mike, Nayataki, shout out to my man Mike.
Right.
His brother went to Rice with me. So I already knew like, yo, oh, that's your brother? Oh yeah, you legit. Off the step on campus. And then I met my man Jarrell, who held me down. We became close friends, and then after that, I was good.
Right,
I
right.
already knew Tony L,
You had Barrett, Tony L, Kelly Whitney,
Kelly Whitney, John
J.R.
Allen,
J.R. Morris.
JMR, John Allen. Shout out to John Allen. My man stepped on campus with the ankle bracelet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, the
Hey, you
team had
never
a bunch
know.
of we had a bunch of thoroughbreds, so it was
Yeah,
perfect. It was just Greg
yeah,
Morton
yeah.
was on that team from St. Ray's. It was we had a bunch of knuckleheads on the team.
Now it was a little bit more your steez, a little more blue collar as opposed to white collar, and y'all got your hands dirty. You know what I'm
Yeah, but
saying?
I would never disrespect Duke and not call them. They blue collar. They work hard. Like I learned how to work being that dude.
Right,
I went from in high school not really shooting jump shots to shooting threes in college because I what to do. Like you know what I mean? Like when I went to Duke, they broke down my shot. Like when I shot in high school, I had a hitch to it.
right,
When I went to Duke, they completely broke down my shot. You know what I mean? And worked on having proper balance and at how to shoot the ball. So
right.
I would never say no. It's white. No, no, they blue collar. It's just a different kind of blue collar.
Yeah. Now, I mean, you did a lot better. I mean, you did fairly well at Seton Hall. What was your mental like at this time? When you're approaching your junior year, or what I'm saying, you're getting older in terms of the college game. Are you thinking about your next step? And at what point did you say, all right, well, I don't, what I'm saying, I don't know if I got a shot at the league, or did you try at the NBA? Was that an option for you, or did you just go straight for like overseas bread and did that?
Well, I'm Puerto Rican, so I'm half black, half Puerto Rican. My mom's Puerto Rican, so I already knew I had an opportunity to play in Puerto Rico. So
Right,
that off the top of my head, I already knew that because they wanted me to play when I was in high school.
right,
They gave me offers to play in the national team. I was in high school, so I already knew that off the top of my head that I will have an opportunity to play overseas. I knew that, so it was. I looked at it. I had a couple interviews with people as far as NBA wise, what you gonna do. I realized at the time the way my game wasn't suited for what the game was then. If I come out now, my game is more suited for now, where it's no position.
yo, this
I
man is
know.
on fire. Yo, Greg, you
No.
on fire.
He's
Yo,
on
Greg, matter
fire.
of fact,
Yeah,
Dre,
won't you
you
have a chat
next.
with him? Yeah, yeah. Talk to
Dre,
him.
you next, man. Answer your DM, man. You next.
Yeah. And we
Nah,
didn't
but
go to the same barber, you jerk.
no, but so all right. So you thought about international play off top. You knew that was an option.
That was last
Did
show.
you
Off
did you
the
do any of the like NBA workouts, anything like that, or even attempting to learn?
I signed my deal to go to Puerto Rico my right after my last game in college. We lost in the Big East tournament. That next day I had a contract to go to Puerto Rico.
Hmm,
So while I was in finishing up my senior year,
right,
I was doing weekends. They were flying me out Friday, Thursday night for a game on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I was flying red eye back from Sunday back to school.
right.
So that was
That's
already yeah.
nah, that's tough. So all right, so like when the when the ball stopped bouncing, you know what I'm saying, and it's time to think of something else to do, or what I'm saying, what other things did you kind of gravitate to outside of basketball?
Whew, that was I start well I I do real estate on the side
Mm,
as far as and I'm a big I love I'm a big self-improvement guy. Like I love reading books and learning things about knowledge and self-improvement.
right, right.
That's like yeah, that's a I'm big on that. That's something that's
Just
very
learning everything and everything you get your hands on, pretty much.
yeah, like and I'm now with the social media age, I follow people that if you're not giving content, you probably won't see me on you see my name online, but I'm scrolling for people that give like knowledge and
Right, right.
content.
Nah, of
And then
course.
I'm just trying to learn and if I see him like, oh he could do it, I think I could do that too. And I'm trying to just try to keep improving myself.
Nah, absolutely, man. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? That's the key. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, I find that a lot of athletes, especially ball players, especially from our era, it went it's like kind of all or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Didn't really have a direction if that basketball thing didn't work out. And you know what I'm saying? Fortunately, you know what I'm saying, you were able to play professionally. Um, but in terms of like, so Puerto Rico, how many years did you do in Puerto Rico?
I did Puerto Rico for 6 years.
6 years. Was it? any other kind of thoughts about going elsewhere to play? Oh,
Yeah, I
like
did Puerto Rico. I did Puerto Rico. That was the guarantee break. I closed
yeah,
my eyes and boom, I'm in Puerto
right,
Rico.
right, right, right.
I already knew. I mean, that was guaranteed. I did Dominican Republic,
Okay.
did Costa Rica, I did Switzerland, I did a tour in China.
I was about to
So
say you did all of the beach tourist spots, man. You did Costa Rica, DR. You
did
lit.
Mexico. I did a slot in Mexico for a bit. So I mean,
Right, right. So and out of all of those stops that you went on, what was your favorite?
Switzerland was interesting. I'd say that was interesting.
Mm,
But I mean, like when Puerto Rico for me, I was learning more about my culture because even though, and I learned this from like my mom's was Puerto Rican, but she was married to a black guy, and what tends to happens is the black side over, not it takes over the household.
right, right,
So she
right.
wasn't really,
Now I'm
she
in the
was.
same boat. I'm in the
Yeah,
same
she
boat.
would speak Spanish when she got mad. Like I know she personally, I mean, or like when I went to go see my aunts and stuff,
Right, right.
they would speak it. But for me, it was like I was learning. Like, all right,
Yeah,
this is part of who I am too.
absolutely. But now in terms of all of those stops, right, and those international stops that you did, how critical was it when you pulled up on them courts and you didn't know the language, or what I'm saying, like was it difficult to kind of get around, and what I'm saying, like get acclimated to the culture, like not knowing the language, not being from Switzerland, and what I'm saying, not many black people out there. I don't think, I'm not sure, but yeah.
It was a couple. It wasn't that many in Switzerland. It's just like it's
Which
a
one was your
like
favorite though? Which
the
one was your
I
favorite?
my biggest thing with going overseas was, and I'm gonna tell you this now. Like after I finished playing, I didn't watch basketball for a good 3 years, and the way I stopped basketball was different. My body didn't allow me to play at that level no more. It
Right.
wasn't like I just stopped playing.
Yeah.
My body said, "Yo, you can't do it like
You
that no
done.
more."
Unless you want to break something.
Yeah, and I could talk about it now. I'm not gonna say that I was, you know, I went into depression. I would say I felt depressed because you go from doing something that you've been doing your whole life
Word.
to now that you still want to do it, but the things that were allowing you to do it ain't allowing you to do it no more.
No, that's a fact.
My body's just like, yo, you can't, your recovery time now, you can't do it.
Yo, sweet, no bullshit. That's why I'm doing this joint right here, man. Because you know what I'm saying. I was like, yo, I'm not trying to rip my Achilles or nothing like that. And the boss, you know what I'm saying. I got to pay these bills. The boss ain't trying to hear I was hooping and ruptured my Achilles. So, but yo, real quick, because the
Yeah,
time
yeah, I know it's about the
time
time. It's
limit
about
the
to run
time
out.
limit
Yeah,
about to cut us off.
yeah.
Who's your favorite street ball player and why?
My favorite street ball player.
Yeah,
Ooh, my favorite street ball player.
yeah. I ask everybody that
In
question.
my
I'm a heavy
era
street
or
ball
just in general?
in
In general.
general. Favorite,
Well,
most favorite
yeah,
to
my
watch.
favorite street ball player that I love watching. To be honest with you, is Corey Homicide.
Mm.
And obviously we got ties from Rice, but the way he came, like I respect it.
Yeah, he's a dog too. He's a dog. Respect dogs.
Yeah, I respect it because he came with that same attitude, like, yo, you playing ball, like fuck it.
Tie
You on
it
the
up.
court, you a ball player just like me. I'm gonna kill you. I'm coming to kill. And he can't and people he was the underdog. Meaning he put in that work to get to where he was. I respect the work. I even when I'm at work now, I don't when I people new people come in, I don't fuck with you.
Right.
I only start fucking with people after I see how they put their work, how they work. Or
Fact. Fact.
you work, I like how you work, then I can fuck with you. Because I'm a worker. I'm a work. I'm gonna
Yo,
do my
Dre.
shit to the best of my ability, but that's what it is.
Yo, Dre,
Homicide, that's my
you
guy.
about to cut
Yeah,
us off. Yo, good looking.
yes,
Appreciate
sir.
you, champ.
No problem.
You know what I'm saying? Andre Sweet, ladies and gentlemen, Andre Sweet.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, bro. Be
Yes,
rocking.
always.